What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another freaking video. Today we're going to be talking about our first dev vlog for Earth Reborn. If you didn't know, I own the game. The link for the Discord server and the group will be down below in the description. As some of you may know, we used to do dev vlogs a while ago. We kind of went away from it. Didn't really have time for it, but now we do. I'm going to show you some things that we have for the upcoming stuff, and there's some pretty interesting stuff on here and stuff that has not been released to the public yet. So what are we working on right now? Testing. We do have planned for our testers to have some sort of actual gameplay within the next week or two. The first creature that will be done is this Attachosaurus. It's basically almost fully animated, sculpted, textured, all that stuff. So I will be throwing in some clips, whether it be on the development of the server or on my channel, of the actual gameplay. AI, we are done most of the AI models that I would like to have for release. There might be a few more I want to add, but I'll show you some of those. The beta roster. Today I made a few changes to that. I'll talk about that and what we're gonna do with that. And then the first major update will be like a swamp kind of related update. I'll go more into depth in that. And then humans is a big thing I really want to talk about in this video. So for testing, like I said, this Attachosaurus, these are the skin concepts. On the left, the female, the right, the male. I know they look similar, but there is differences. Like I said, is almost fully animated. I will get rest of those animations out in the development soon. Oh no, this test is just more of a just to see what we're working with, kind of. I don't know if there's gonna necessarily be combat or, for instance, like eating or drinking. I would like to get that in if I could. But there will definitely be like the calls. Like I said, mostly animations. I just want to see how well it runs overall and just see the overall quality of it, because I am going for a very high quality game here. So that is what we're gonna have done for testing. Like I said, within the next week or two, hopefully you see some kind of update from us with that. The AI. These are 3 AI I'm having on release. There may be one more, but we're not sure yet. On the left here, you have the basilisk. It's just a lizard. You'll see it crawling around. It can climb up trees, so any carnivores looking for a little snack, this will be a primary source. And then in some of the rivers and channels, you will be seeing the top right image of the red-tailed catfish, and then on the bottom, the coelacanth, a prehistoric fish. All in all, I'm very impressed with these models. Like I said, it's AI. There's not much to go over. With the fish especially, not until the first major update will there be any kind of pescivores that will primarily base themselves on that type of diet. But all in all, not bad. Can't wait to show these to show you guys the finished product of these. So for the beta roster, our first changes were, I made this earlier today. The original beta roster was Coelophysis, Attachosaurus, I can't even say it, Mastodontosaurus, Chronolophosaurus, and Yang, Chungosaurus, and Tujongosaurus. Well, we've decided to take out Yang and Tujongosaurus and replace Yang with Pictheonemosaurus and Tujongo with Stegosaurus. 2 sizably large creatures. I felt like this just give us more time, because we were having some problems with the Yang, but I feel like they just give us more time to kind of work things out, and we already have things done for this. Expect the Stego model to hopefully be done. We say within a week or so, maybe 2 weeks, but expect to see that. The Pictheno, I wanted to give you guys some just larger things to work with. I feel like I don't like how games just kind of come out and just give you a small, medium-sized things. I wanted to give you guys 2 larger things. And the stands of things, Pictheonemosaurus is a semi-apex carnivore, and I guess you could say Stegosaurus is a semi-apex herbivore. It's just 2 larger creatures. I'd like to see your guys' thoughts on this, and yeah, more about it. There's the top left, the Stego model. Like I said, not quite complete, but we hope to have it complete within the next week or so. Top right, those are the skins for the Chronolophosaurus. The top one, the female, the reason why that one is different is because the tail there. Now the tail there is going to have a sort of semi-aquatic boost. As we said with our lore, with our game, it's all about, like distinguishing them and having different factors. So the female will have a slight buff swim speed in the water if you're trying to escape from something. Also, a reminder, Krylo will have a poisonous bite, and it has a very unique dieting system where it could be preying on humans specifically. You see in the bottom left there are the growth stages for the male. Then on the bottom right here, newly finished Coelophysis. It replaced Eoraptor entirely. Oh yeah, just to go back with that real quick. Yang and Tugio are not kicked out of the roster. They are just not going to be on release. They will be pushed back for a later update. But Coelophysis is a new thing that will be fully replacing Eoraptor. So that will be hopefully our second or third creature out. It depends on what goes on, but the first thing definitely that will be out is this Attachosaurus. The first major update is sort of a, like I said, a swamp based. That's what most of the creatures are. So for the carnivores, we have Aloxia, which is basically Spinosaurus but smaller, and we have a way more kind of, I guess you could say, cooler design. This right here is Cerasuchops. Fills the role of the Baryonyx. It looks like Suchomimus, but it's not quite that size. Just expect this thing to be, you know, it's semi-aquatic. Like, it can move fast. It's gonna be darting in and out of the water compared to something where Aloxia, which is much larger, which you're gonna need much larger bodies of water to actually go deep into. And then we'll also be having the addition of Peruosaurus, which is a crocodilian. Was not alive during the dinosaurs, but a little bit after. That will be filling the role similar to something of a Sarcosuchus or a Deinosuchus. And then Lilian Stristosaurus, or yeah, I can't pronounce things, but basically that fills the role of a Dilophosaurus, a light bleeder. We have a really cool design coming up with that, so I cannot wait for you guys to see that. So more talk here. Now on to the herbivores. More skins down there below for Picthino. For the herbivores for that release, for the first major update, will be Lambeosaurus here on the left, top left here. That is the female model on the left and the male on the right. The male is slightly larger crest, larger dorsal spines, and a dual lap, and as you can see here in the concepts as well. Just think of these as like more of your, you know, they slow lumbering, but they are not afraid to defend themselves. They will have a type of herding boost type of thing. I will get more into that in a later time. Also, so there's the Aloxia concept. And then back to more on the update 1. So there will be Lambeosaurus. Tujongosaurus will be added then. I will put that into that update. Bepiosaurus, or Bepi, how you want to pronounce it. Yes, the creature from the Isle will be in that. And also Dinocharis, or Dinocyrus. I say Dinocyrus. I'm just giving people options. Those will all be in the release of the first update. And there's the Lilian Stristosaurus on the left and the Tujongosaurus concept on the right. Now, just to clarify this, there will be small updates in between this first major update. This is just like the first update I would like to get out there. And like, where you're going to get a crap ton of creatures just thrown out and a whole new like major update system. There will be like bug fixes and that sort of stuff in between. So there will be stuff like that. And the reason why I put this in this video is because the beta roster, model-wise, is almost completely finished. Not quite entirely. We're still waiting on a few things, but it's damn near close. So we have now started progress on what would be our first major update. Now, to the big thing a lot of people may forget about our game is it's a human-dinosaur co-op kind of thing. Our whole lore system is based off of the humans have almost gone extinct due to nuclear warfare. And the dinosaurs have come back from the dead, basically. Basically, reading the text, there are people resorted back from the primal ways of life. Think of this as kind of arc in a sense. There's some concepts down there below. Those aren't like our finished concepts, but just like a little hint to what we're leaning towards. The one on the left there with the tattoos, that's going to be more of a ranking system. For these tribal humans, there will be more like, if you're in a group of people, let's say you're in a group of 10 people, you have one, he will be the chief, and then you have like the attackers, the gatherers, like that kind of thing I'd like to implement into the game. I expect more updates on this. The tribals will be coming on release, so expect that. You'll be having a very advanced crafting system. I hope to implement so many features with these guys into the game. I think I could really impress a lot of you guys with this, and I can't wait to show you some of the things we have in line for these guys. And last thing, I've been seeing this question thrown around a lot. Is there a release date? There's no official release date, but I would like to get our beta release sometime later this summer, possibly early fall, depending on how things go. It's not official, but this is the type of timeline I think we're on, and the progress that we're making is very significant, and I feel like this is what we could really put out there on a realistic timeline. Is this for sure going to happen? We don't know. Would I like it to happen? Yes, I'd like to get something out to you guys soon. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one for ER's first devlog. Like I said, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I will leave the link to the server down below in the description. Invite your friends, invite whoever if they might be interested in this game. But yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.